The birth of ceremony. Approximately 100,000 years ago, there was no religion or philosophy, no arts, no medicine, no agriculture, or any sign of organized communities. Humans came in a number of different species, but shared the same existence. They were a nomadic people driven by primal urges, eating, hunting, mating, fighting, and finding shelter. Their lives were largely driven by the reptilian brain, which was groomed for survival and instinct. It's around this time that humans first became curious about the world around them. Once life essentials were ensured, there was time to contemplate the great enigmas of life. How far away were the stars? What was the sun and moon? How did nature move with such rhythm and rhyme? Why did the seasons change? What was our purpose? Who am I? With the advent of elementary speech, and inspired by these great mysteries, our ancestors began creating rituals and storytelling. Tribe members were now given burials as a sign of respect. Then around 60,000 years ago, the great human migration began, with the aid of land bridges joining the continents. Homo sapiens began traveling to the four corners of the earth. This is possibly the time when true ceremony was born. Tribes from Australia, Africa, and the Eurasian landmass began to honor and acknowledge the Great Spirit and Mother Earth with elaborate celebrations. Ceremony was intended to elevate and entertain the tribe, allowing them to see the divine in all things. Ceremony was a connection with the natural world. The rivers, trees, mountains, animals, and land, all were brethren. To prepare for ceremony, tribes would create special costumes with artistic adornments. They would paint their bodies skillfully with colored clay. Many tribes used red paint, which represented all that is sacred in life. The burning of native plants was part of a smoking ceremony, intended to ward off evil spirits and cleanse the ritual grounds. The dance movements came from mimicking the animals. The first songs were inspired by the heavens, nature, and everyday life in the community. Ceremonies were an opportunity to celebrate marriages, births, deaths, victories, and initiations. The first instrument was the human voice. Vowels were always at the core of all vocal communications, including singing. This was followed by drumming on various surfaces and hitting sticks together rhythmically. Wind instruments, like the Aboriginal didgeridoo, which came from trees hollowed out by termites, and the flute, made from animal bones, came into ceremonies only 40,000 years ago. Each member of the tribe was designated a specific duty, but none more important than the shaman or medicine person. To receive their innate and intuitive power, the shaman would spend extended periods of time in prayer, fasting, and communion with nature. Here, the shaman would receive visions and messages from dreams. They learned how to invoke the spirits of the land, who taught them how to navigate by using the sun, moon, and stars. They discovered how to read the landscape and the weather. Every plant and animal was an indicator and teacher. It was the medicine person's role to be the guardian of the tribe's health. They would cure the sick with their hands, prayers, incantations, herbs, and heavenly songs. Ceremony, in a sense, was the first faith and a precursor for paganism, mysticism, religion, philosophy, Druidism, Wicca, and magic. With the world around us now on the brink of destruction, we need ceremony in our lives more than ever. We need to recognize that we are all part of the Great Spirit's family and share a powerful bond with the land. The animals, whether they are the swimming beings, the winged ones, the hoofed, or the clawed, they are all sacred messengers. All things in creation are kin. One cannot do without the other.